Siwa, one of the many people we should have left behind in 2024, but it seems like we can't escape her. Despite hopes for a calmer and a lot better 2025, her antics have carried over, and now she is even worse. Like, look at it. This crazy human being is drinking beer from her boots. What the fuck? And releasing a music video for her new song, Choose Your Fighter. JoJo is determined to remain a polarizing figure. The video raises more questions than it answers. It has neck-licking, it has clunky choreography, and inexplicable bear costumes. It's a continuation of the chaotic energy she exuded last year, which leads me to believe that she officially lost it from all the bleaching she got as a kid. While her music might have slightly improved, the overall presentation feels more like a joke than a real thing. But JoJo isn't just drawing attention for her quote-unquote artistic choices. On social media, she remains a target of very viral trends, including one that encourages viewers to ignore her TikTok posts. And let me tell you, it was devastatingly effective. It's clear that whether she's thriving or not, JoJo, in the wise words of Abby Lee Miller, learned nothing. JoJo Siwa's social media is a wild mess right now. So here's the deal. TikTok decided to make JoJo Siwa their newest Ignore Her challenge, and it's honestly both hilarious and brutal. This whole thing kicked off when a TikToker joked, "What if we all just ignored JoJo Siwa every time she posts?" And somehow, that tiny idea snowballed into an actual trend. And so now, every time JoJo posts on TikTok, she gets comments like, "Stick to the plan," like they're on some secret mission to pretend she doesn't exist. And the crazy part is that it is working. So millions of views get to JoJo's videos and still the likes? Nah, barely there. A 10 million view video could get by with just 20,000 likes, obscene for a person with more than 45 million fans. Her most committed followers are on board with the gag, hyped up with the whole ignore her but still watch her stuff. And the comments section, and there lies the real fun. People are having a ball with this. She's averaging more likes than her videos on the remembering plan, as if everyone's on this big internet inside joke for JoJo. You guys, it's bloody, but also TikTok peak wacky and clever and too funny to scroll out of. And on YouTube, it's not so nice. Her new single Choose Your Fighter is out, and while some people are saying it's not bad, her video is in the news. The like to dislike ratio, oof, not pretty. And don't even get me started on her older single Karma, one of the worst videos a female musician ever did. And she wore it all the time. Like, people are not taking any prisoners. It's as if the internet got JoJo, and it's their dummy, and they're using it. The catch of it is JoJo's still up here hawking views like a champ. She's all over, but there's no one with her anymore. She's that person in the group chat that won't quit texting when everyone else has put them on red. So yeah, she's popular, but love is dead. Okay, so this is a ride. So JoJo Siwa made a joke about Beyonce, and TikTok blew into conspiracy mode. She was performing, like always, over the top, and she slapped a comment in random order that read, "Thank you, Beyonce, for keeping the dance world safe." Most people would think this was JoJo being JoJo, but the internet knew better. You know, this TikTok theory that if you mention Beyonce, she'll go missing. Like evil mastermind stuff. So when JoJo went and stopped tagging TikTok, which was totally against the grain for her friends, freaked out. They began constructing this crazy theory that Beyonce had kidnapped JoJo, commenting such as, "Day 5, no JoJo," started flooding in her last post, and the whole thing just went out of control. Her experiment was such a sensation that her last TikTok before disappearing collected 46 million views and 100,000 comments, with all those wondering what happened. JoJo was still, for the better part of a month and a half. No posts, no updates. And then she was back like magic, and she released her new song, Iced Coffee. But let's be honest, that song wasn't really the Beyonce-level reprise people were hoping for. More of a Sabrina Carpenter replica on thin fiber. And the title, Iced Coffee, Espresso? JoJo, just do it. You aren't even trying. The Beyonce kidnapping saga might be one of the dumbest, funniest internet rabbit holes ever. It's a perfect mix of JoJo's chaotic energy and TikTok's ability to turn literally anything into a conspiracy. And honestly, JoJo probably loved the attention even if it came with people thinking she got snatched by Queen Bey. If you thought JoJo couldn't get any weirder, 2024 proved you wrong. The year was basically one big chaotic highlight reel of her doing whatever popped into her head, no matter how insane. The beer in a shoe incident. Yes, you heard that right. JoJo literally poured beer into a shoe, then drank it. Like, why and who the fuck does that? The real question is, did she put the shoe back on afterward? Honestly, the whole thing was gross, unnecessary, and peak what the hell energy. Timeline-wise, 2024 was the year JoJo really leaned into being a walking meme. Every few weeks, she'd do or post something so out of pocket that it kept her trending for all the wrong reasons. Whether it was dropping subpar music, doing the weirdest PR stunts imaginable, or just being the JoJo, she made sure we didn't forget about her, even when we desperately wanted wanted to. In short, 2024 was JoJo Siwa's year of pure chaos, and instead of leaving it all behind, she seems to be doubling down in 2025. Oh, by the way, the ride isn't over yet. JoJo Siwa's song Choose Your Fighter landed smack in the middle of internet chaos. Before most people even heard the song, a viral Reddit post titled JoJo Siwa threatens release of new single Choose Your Fighter set the tone. The post flat out compared JoJo's music to a threat, like her dropping new tracks is some kind of danger to humanity. It summed up the general vibe of how people see her music: cringeworthy, over the top, and impossible to take seriously. But here's the plot twist. The song itself is actually not bad. Shocking, right? A lot of people who gave it a chance admitted it's kind of a bop. The production is decent, the beat's catchy, and JoJo's vocals don't make you want to hit mute. It's the kind of track that might even sneak its way onto someone's guilty pleasure playlist. If you ignore the drama surrounding it, Choose Your Fighter is low-key a solid effort. The real issue isn't the song, it's everything else around it. The Reddit post and online snark set expectations so low that people were ready to dunk on it no matter what. Add JoJo's reputation for chaotic antics and cringe-inducing content, and it's hard for anything she does to be taken seriously. So while the song might be better than expected, its reception is still overshadowed by JoJo's internet presence. If there's one thing JoJo Siwa can do, it's keep people talking, and the Choose Your Fighter music video is no exception, but for all the wrong reasons. While the song itself managed to surprise some people with its catchiness, the video is a chaotic mess of bizarre visuals and laughably absurd fight choreography that left viewers scratching their heads. Let's start with the opening scene. JoJo strikes these awkward, horror movie-like poses that make you wonder if she's auditioning for a role in a low-budget thriller. It's creepy, but not in a good way. It's just uncomfortable and confusing. From there, things only get weirder with the introduction of her infamous bear obsession. For some reason, she's surrounded by these creepy bears that are either fondling her or just awkwardly vibing in the background. And this isn't even the first time JoJo has used bears in her videos. In her previous song Guilty Pleasure, she donned a full bear costume while other bears on set, well, did questionable things like humping the floor. Why bears, JoJo? Why? But the real what the fuck moment comes during the fight scenes, which are supposed to be the main event. Instead of delivering cool, high-energy combat, we get awkward, poorly choreographed sequences that feel more like a bad TikTok skit than an actual music video. One highlight, or lowlight, includes JoJo spinning in a random 360-degree move to block a punch with her legs, where she could have just stood still. And then there's the infamous licking scene. Yes, licking. At one point, a character literally licks JoJo's neck mid-fight and then walks away like it's normal. What is this? A showdown? Or some ersatz in play? JoJo pretended on TikTok to have epic fight scenes before the video came out to hype it as something revolutionary. But what we got was an inept 1-6 battle with nut punches, head humping, and people falling over for no reason at all. Despite what appeared to be an extravagant production budget, the entire thing simply flopped and everyone, fanboys and non-fanboys alike, scoffed. Where did the effort go? Put simply, the Choose Your Fighter video is a spoof of itself. It's too much in the wrong ways, and what was an interesting retro idea is now an utter laugh fest. If JoJo set out to make a statement, then she did, just not the one she probably intended. JoJo Siwa's Choose Your Fighter music video is JoJo Siwa's career on a plate. Messy, divisive, and incomprehensible. The song did have some hints of real hard work and improvement, but the video took all that potential and dropped it into a soup of weird decisions. From horror movie body slings to jumbled bear appearances to incomprehensible neck-licking fights, the video became more of an internet meme show than an appreciation video. All her showy stuff, beer in a shoe tricks, disappearing acts, and grandiose rebrands is only an added twist. JoJo is happy to stick around, unless that means being a meme. She's learned how to tack on by diving in on the cliche, but how much longer can she sustain it until the internet dies? Be her a fan, be her foe, or just be her friend JoJo Siwa isn't leaving this planet. That's either a gift or a curse depending on how much debauchery you can stomach. And that is all for today. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more chaos.